we've got it on the wrong, okay. Hello.
Hello.
Do a little bit of adjusting.
It's Fortnite. What?
Okay. Hi, it's Lisa from Quilty Zest with
Benji.
Benji, and tonight we are going to take that traditional turkey craft, tracing your hand to make a turkey, and show you how to make it using fabric. But we're going to wait a little bit to get started because we want to make sure that people have time to join in. So we're just going to chat a little bit to get started.
Comment who you are, and comment what your favorite Thanksgiving food is.
And what is your favorite Thanksgiving food, Benji?
So my mom's cousin makes this pink marshmallow fluff.
Well, actually, it's her husband that makes it, right?
Her husband.
Charlie. Yep.
Charlie. He makes this really good pink marshmallow fluff. I don't know what it's actually called, but yeah.
And what's in it? Do you remember? Marshmallows.
Marshmallows, Cool Whip, apples.
Cranberries.
Nuts. I made a bet that if I finished my whole meal last Thanksgiving, that he would put chocolate chips in it next year, and I won the bet. So chocolate chips. So yeah, 6 ingredients.
Fantastic.
I don't know how he makes it. I am going to ask for the recipe.
Dawn says her favorite Thanksgiving food is cornbread, sausage, and stuffing. And you know what? That is mine as well.
Ooh. Donna Homer from Anchorage. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
That's
Anchorage,
right.
Alaska.
Anchorage, Alaska. Yeah,
Wow.
I bet it is chilly up there.
Thanks for tuning in.
Chilly and dark, probably.
A lot darker than
Yes,
here.
thanks for joining in. So yeah, we are getting ready for Thanksgiving, which is why we decided to do a Thanksgiving craft tonight. And we're hosting Thanksgiving at our house this year, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We usually do it at the grandparents', but we're here
it's going to be at our house. I need you to leave the mouse alone. We're just going to look at what we've got going on the screen and leave the mouse. Okay, fantastic.
But yeah, again, comment if you're here, and let's get started.
Well, let's take a look at our turkeys. Okay, so everyone remembers making that classic Thanksgiving craft project in school when you trace your hand and then make the fingers into feathers and put a little face on it. And so that's what we've done.
But we've done it with sewing.
We've done it with fabric instead, right. And tonight we're going to show a sewing version and a no-sew version that's just done with ThermOWeb products. So if you've got some kids that you want to do a project with but don't want to mess with the sewing machine, we've got you covered. And so this was one that I made. I had a lot of fun digging through my scraps to find turkey colors. And then do you want to show the two that are in front of you, Benji?
So yes, I made this one last year.
You can see we've got all kinds of colors in those finger feathers.
Yep. And then I also because this is kind of cool, because I could look at a comparison. My hands are a lot bigger now.
That's true.
I can cover the turkey.
That's true. Your hands did grow.
And then we got this one here that I also made, but we put a face on this one.
Yep. And we did the face just with some zigzag stitches on the sewing machine. Nothing super fancy.
And then we have last year's video for Thanksgiving.
Yep. No, go ahead.
Last year's video for Thanksgiving, we made a cooked turkey.
A cooked turkey, yes. A baked turkey.
Baked turkey.
Right, or roasted, sorry.
Roasted
is
you
the
roast
word.
turkeys.
Yes, and just to give you the quick story behind the roasted turkey is Benji likes to do videos with me, which if you've watched any of the Facebook Lives here in the ThermOWeb craft room, you probably know. And so we did a little turkey hand video, just not really showing the whole technique, but just talking about how to make it. And at the end of it, Ben said that he was going to make a roast turkey. And a quilting friend of mine sent me this wonderful beige and brown ombre fabric. So all of those turkey stripes are out of the same piece of fabric, and she sent it to me for Benji to make his roast turkey. So he did. And of course, then we made a YouTube video about the roast turkey where he talks about how he made that. So it looks like we've got a couple more people joining in.
Hello to Arnett Lister from Oklahoma. Pumpkin pie, nice. Pumpkin pie is good. Me and my cousin and my brothers and the same person who makes the marshmallow fluff, we had a pumpkin pie eating contest, and it was messy. Belinda Carl's Nace says hi. Thank you.
You can probably just say first names.
Hello
too.
from Chicago.
Megan.
Turkey time.
Yep, Megan.
Yeah.
So great. We're so glad to have you all here tonight as we
Thank you all for joining.
talk about how to make fabric hand turkeys. So we're going to show like I said, a sewing version and a no-sew version. But the trick with this is to have a volunteer with a hand. Do we have that? We do. Great. And so what I'm going to do now is switch it over to our other camera view so you can see down on our cutting mat and ironing surface what we've got going on. So we're going to start out with
Ooh, that's bright.
a piece of muslin, and we're going to trace Benji's hand right into the middle of it. So I've got an 8.5 inch square here of muslin, and we're just going to, on this muslin, we're just going to do a real loose tracing because we just need to know what we're going to cover with fabric. Okay.
Megan said, the video just went out. Can you hear us? Can somebody comment if they hear us? Someone says the video just went out. I'm not sure.
Okay, video speed issues.
Video speed issues. Okay.
Okay, well, we'll keep going, and if the video will also be uploaded to YouTube in the next day or two. So if for some reason you're having issues with your video, you'll be able to see it in its entirety.
No issues. Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. We don't have to read all of the comments out loud.
Well,
okay. So we are going to start out with the no-sew version, and there are two options for the no-sew version, and both are using, like I said, HeatnBond products. The one is using just the HeatnBond Lite fusible adhesive, which I've cut into little pieces here for our strips. And then the other, and I used some of these on the last video as well, and this is the HeatnBond adhesive tape version, and so it's little pre-cut strips, and I've got a white one and then a dark fabric one, and they come in different widths. And this is nice because you don't have to cut the pieces. So I've fused some onto fabric already, you can see here, and I cut fabric pieces that are about 3/4 of an inch wide, and I've got these on. So Benji, how about you peel some of these and lay them out on our hand. So what we want to make sure that the strips cover the entire drawing of our hand, because then we're going to put the background over the top. So Benji's going to look through the colors and decide what he wants to do, and since we've got two people going, I'm going to be over here on the side, and I'm going to be adding some more of the HeatnBond adhesive tape to the strips, so we have a couple more to work with. Okay, and Benji's going to plan out his colors first. Are you doing a darker body and then lighter feathers? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Cool. Great. I'll get you a couple more. Oh, there's some browns up here too. Some more browns.
Okay.
So, and this particular version, this will have raw edges on it, but they're pretty small raw edges, and like I said, it makes this project even faster. And if you've got a kid with a short attention span, this is a nice way to do it because they can be involved in every step of the process. So, okay, nice.
I'm surprised she's not looking at me as she says that.
Well, you sometimes have a short attention span.
Sometimes.
Okay, great. Let's start peeling some pieces off of.
Yeah, you
peel the tape off, or the papers off of the back. Okay. And so then ooh, I like that effect that you've got going on. That's very cool. So he's kind of going from the browns up to the golds. Here's a light, yep, you've got a lighter yellow there and another lighter yellow. Okay, fantastic. So you want to help me peel these off?
Sure.
Okay. So we're gonna
Oh, you already got the
peel the paper off, and then
layer them.
oops, I'm gonna let Benji layer them just how he wants
For
them.
the layering, remember this. You can do it wonky and like overlapping, but it is a lot harder to do it that way.
But you do want to make sure you don't have any of this muslin back showing through.
Because then, yeah.
Because we don't have many cream-colored turkeys, do we?
We don't have
No. Okay, put your piece down. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, I just had 2 of these.
Couple more to peel off. So because we're doing 2 different ones tonight, I was kind of experimenting with colors.
Ooh, can I use that one?
And I chose for this turkey to do all, this is Shadow Blush fabrics from Benartex, and they read like solids. And then to put over that for the background, I'll give you a little sneak peek. I've got this kind of busier batik. And so I purposely chose the solid color fabrics so that it wouldn't be as busy to look at and then have the busyness for the background. Yep. No. Okay, so we got just 1 or 2 more to peel off here. And then we can fuse these all down. How are you got 1 more darkish one? So
Yes.
great.
And is this one?
I don't think we need that one. I think we've got enough here. So if you put your darkish one down, we're going to slide it over here to the ironing surface.
I can't get this off.
Yeah.
Wait, no, this is already
Nope,
gone.
it's already off. There you go. Okay. Great. So we kind of build these from the bottom up to the top.
So don't you overlap for this?
They do. Yep, we do
Yeah.
overlap them a little bit.
So you overlap them.
And we build.
If you don't really have to overlap them, it's better to overlap them to get rid of cracks that show cream.
Yep.
But you don't have to overlap them. If you do overlap them from bottom to top.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to just add 1 more in because I just want to make sure we're covering
That
all the
looks
way to
better.
the top of your fingers. And
That looks better.
we've got, I love this cool ombre effect. I always say that when my children raid my fabric stash, they always pick my best fabrics to play with. And this is no exception. Okay. Alrighty. Do you want to
Oh, that looks beautiful up on the screen.
do you want to do the honors and do the ironing?
Yeah.
Okay, remember we're just going to go straight down. We're not going to rub it, okay? Okay.
We switch.
Yeah, we can switch places. There you go. So,
We can see a lot of stuff that you can't see.
okay, keep going. Okay, so we're not going to rub. We're just going to set it straight down. There you go. Good job. This is another great spot to use pressing paper as well. No, remember you have to hold it down. You have to hold this one, the aliso down. But using pressing paper will protect both your iron and your fabric. I just didn't grab it tonight for the video. And I see that Dawn is writing in the comments about if you're here tonight, leave a comment and say hello, and you'll be entered in a drawing to win a $25 ThermOWeb gift card tonight. So if you haven't left a comment yet, please make sure you do that.
I think a few more people came.
We were saying at the beginning, you know, let us know what your favorite Thanksgiving food is because we are doing a Thanksgiving project tonight. So we've got pumpkin pie and cornbread, and Benji likes the cranberry fluff.
That my
Yep. So fantastic. Okay, let's lift the iron up. You're getting distracted, and I think we're good. I think we're good. Fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to turn this way so it's a little more out of the way. We're going to trade spots again. Okay, so now we're going to trace the hand again.
Ooh,
We've got
Sharon says, hello from Mississippi. I love mincemeat pie.
Do you know what mincemeat pie is,
I
Benji?
have no idea what mincemeat pie.
I kind of thought maybe you wouldn't. Well, maybe Sharon can leave another comment and let you know what exactly is in it, because I think her answer will be more accurate than mine.
Good point.
Okay, so now we are going to trace Benji's hand again so that we can make the turkey out of the background fabric, and the background actually goes on top here. It's reverse applique. But the trick is, so he had given me Because you gave me your left hand, right, to trace?
I gave you my right hand.
Your right hand, okay. So because when we're doing applique, it gets reversed, I need you to give me your left hand this time. Okay, so I've got an 8-inch square piece of HeatnBond Lite. He's going to spread his fingers out real nice so we get all those separate feathers. And this time I'm going to be careful, very careful in my tracing, because this is going to be my cutting line. Pretty great when you don't need to print a template off of the computer. You just have a built-in one on the end of your wrist. And like Benji said, comparing the one he made last year to his hand this year, it's fun to see how hands grow from year to year. Here, put your arm up a little bit.
Peg says, first timer here too. Fantastic project for this grandma to do with 3-year-old granddaughter. Oh, that's
Fantastic.
Nice.
There we go.
Megan says, I've never had mincemeat pie. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I have not either.
If you know what that is, comment. I love the ombre look of the fall colors.
Okay, so now we've got Ben's hand traced on...
We have an answer.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm not sure what's all in the mincemeat pie, but I think apples, nuts, and I'm not sure what else.
Yeah.
Good enough explanation.
It is that
like
misleading name that it's not actually meat pie.
When I said the word mincemeat pie, I thought of your shirt.
Oh yes. I have a shirt that talks about that.
Cream, good. Beef, good. Peas.
Yeah, it's a friend from Quotes. Okay, let's focus back on what we're doing. Okay.
Friend from Quotes.
It's a quote from Friends, a TV show. So we've got Ben's hand traced on here on the square, and I'm just going to cut around a little bit around the outside because we don't need all the extra corners of our HeatnBond Lite. And then we're going to fuse it onto the back of our square of fabric. Now this is a batik, so there is no front or back, but in general, you want to fuse it onto the back of the fabric and center it. So since I'm sitting here, I'm going to just do that.
Thank you, Sharon, for the link. I will definitely check that out.
Oh, fantastic. We might be adding something to our Thanksgiving feast this year, right?
Depends, yeah.
Right? So our family also makes a pumpkin torte, which we, to be honest, have given up pumpkin pie for this torte. And it's a graham cracker crust, and then it's a pumpkin pie a cream cheese layer that's sort of like cheesecake, and then a pumpkin pie type layer, and then whipped cream on the top, and it's fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to cut out the hand now. Benji, do you want to work with some of these strips while I'm cutting out the hand?
Sure, what do I do?
Okay. Do you want to do the sewing version?
Sure.
Okay. So Benji's going to give you a little preview of what the sewing version
I know how to do this.
looks like. I know, but we need to trace your hand again.
Okay, so yeah. First, we trace. I'll do the right hand.
So that we know
Actually,
what.
we'll do opposite, so the turkeys can be facing each other.
So the turkeys can be facing each other, just so we know what to cover up. And so we're going to use this as a foundation. Okay, you can move your hand.
It's not exact, but it's... Well, you can't see it, but it's not exact.
We're going to use this as a foundation.
Who else thinks we need a Ruble family cookie channel?
Yes, we would love that.
I at least actually really want to try that, Dawn. I really want to do it.
So you want to talk about what you're doing here while I do the cutting?
So, yes, what we're doing, we're putting it down, and then we're putting the next one down like this on top of it.
Right sides together.
Right sides together.
Yep.
This one upside down.
Yep.
And then what we do is we flip this over after we sew.
Yep. So
then we iron them all.
So we're going to use this as a foundation and just sew with a 1/4-inch seam allowance, putting those 2 strips on.
So I will be doing that while she does that.
When you have a 2-person video, you get twice as much action.
Yes.
And so, well, I'm going to cut out, not right now, because it doesn't show the sewing machine. I'm going to cut out our turkey shape on this blue batik. Go ahead, Benji. Get some sewing done. And I'm cutting very carefully on the line, and what I'm doing is I'm keeping the negative space. I'm keeping the background, and I'm getting rid of the inside hand shape. And when you do more traditional fusible applique, typically you're cutting out the shape, say like a a Christmas tree and ditchy in the background, and we're doing the opposite here. Okay. And Benji's giving us a little preview. After he sews, we're going to bring it over and press, and you can see how the stitched version goes together, which is great if you've got kids who have started venturing into sewing.
But you don't quite trust them.
Well, yeah, you don't get to use the rotary cutter yet.
I'm talking about the no-sew. It's good if you don't quite trust your kids with a sewing machine.
Yeah, and sometimes you need help with the ironing, right? So now that Benji sewed those two strips together, we're going to fold that second strip up, and we're going to press it open like this. And so, oops, I need to do a little more pressing. Benji, why don't you pick the next strip while I finish pressing this?
What color do we have right now?
We've got orange and red together.
Like
yeah, orange and red. Okay.
If we transfer it into like a lighter
okay.
brown, that would, yeah,
great.
That works.
Okay.
So we're gonna layer this on again. I'm gonna do some tilting.
Yep. So Benji's gonna put the next one on.
So when you do tilting, you try to always follow the line of the back one.
Of the top one.
Oh
right.
yeah, the top.
Yep.
The top.
Yep. There you go. There
So.
you go. And you can control when you're doing that. Like when we did the one with just the fusible, you can see we've got lots of little skinny strips here. But with the sewn version that Benji's doing, we're starting with wider strips. So you can control kind of how stripy your turkey is based on how wide your strips are. So if you do skinnier strips, you'll have more stripes on it. All right. Oh yeah, we're getting some interest in the pumpkin torte. We'll have to find a place to post that recipe, because that is
maybe we should
favorite.
make a Ruble family cooking channel.
A Ruble family cooking channel?
Or at least a Momo Benji. And Jojo.
Yeah.
Jojo, definitely Jojo.
Yeah, we've got a couple of kids who enjoy cooking.
TJ cooks. He just makes like box.
Let's put one more strip on this, and then we'll do the turkey hand for this one as well. Which color do you want?
Well, I think we transition this and then the darkest.
The darkest brown? Cool.
Actually, this is last. Okay.
This is the last one. Okay. Okay. So you sew the last strip on. And while Benji's doing that, you can see there is our hand. You can see I cut it out, and this is the piece that I'm discarding right here. Oh, fantastic. Dawn put up the link to Ben's roast turkey design. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you. It's a good design. You should watch it. Right after this. It's perfect.
Today's generation, they all want to be YouTube stars when they grow up.
No, not me.
Not you?
I want to be a skydiver.
You want to be a skydiver? This is the first I've heard of that.
I don't know. Jumping off a cliff just sounds fun to me.
Well, you jump out of a plane to be a skydiver.
Good point.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Because I think we have to do it like right here. Because if we pull it down too far, that white shows.
Yep.
So we have to go like right.
A little
there.
higher, I think.
Perfect.
Yep. Okay. Great.
Okay,
But what we first need to do, what do we need to do right here?
We need to peel this off.
Peel the paper
or it's not
off
gonna
the back.
stick.
Yep.
Can't
Exactly.
just iron it, or the paper is going to be impossible to pull off.
Well,
In fact,
it won't
just
actually
gonna
stick.
burn
Yeah.
the paper. It's
Won't
just going to
actually
burn the paper.
Yep. There you go. Great. Okay.
So now we're going to carefully position this. You want to have no white to very, very, very little white.
Well, you should be able, if you covered up all of your drawing, you should be able to get it in a spot where you have none of the background showing. And then we're going to go back over.
Enough of each color. We're going to back over to the ironing board.
This is kind of looking almost like an autumn rainbow turkey.
Ooh. I wonder what this turkey would look like if we cooked it.
I think we have to defeather the cooked turkey before we cook it, right?
Oh, then it'll lose its
Okay.
color.
And so there we go. There is our turkey shape. And then, okay, hang on. Well, we want to finish this one up, and then we'll switch back to the.
Here's the first one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then we'll continue working on the second one.
And then
Here's the progress.
Here's the background for the second one. So we will make one more turkey hand shape. And then the other thing that we were going to talk about tonight. So this one, you're going to do the
right hand.
Nope, it's got to be the. Oh yeah,
What?
right hand. Yep. So the other thing that
We have to iron that a little bit more.
we will. The other thing that I said we'd talk about tonight is how to use these turkey blocks once you finish them, and there are a couple different ideas of what you can do with them. One is you can just
have it.
Yeah, you can just have it like it is, or you can
make like 20 of them and make you can make like 20 of them and make a blanket.
a quilt.
To our net lister, I didn't really need to say the last time. Thank you. I do. Thank you for complimenting me. I am 10 years old. My birthday is August 21st. So.
And how long have you been sewing,
Little over
Benji?
10. I've been sewing since I was about 4
on my lap.
I started on her lap, just guiding it, and now I do the pedal. I help with Facebook Lives and.
Yes, Benji does not.
Under tight supervision and the glove, the rotary cutter. Under tight supervision with the glove.
Yes. Benji does not lack confidence, so he is a great partner for videos. But back to some other ideas for the blocks. You can quilt it and then put a little binding on it and have it be just a little, either a mini quilt or a little mug rug. I was thinking that placemats would be a fun option. You could make a placemat, if you were really industrious, you could make one for everyone at your Thanksgiving table, or you could just make a special one for, each of the kids at the table, and then they can compare how their hands grow every year to that placemat.
Ooh, that's smart. We should do that.
We could do that.
It's like our version of
You also could make it into a hot pad or a trivet. Put a couple layers of batting in there and then use it as you're actually serving Thanksgiving food. So those are a couple ideas.
And then you can make a pillow.
You could make a little pillow. We did that one year, didn't we?
We have a pillow, but we can't find it.
Yes. So my son can sew, but my daughter doesn't.
Yeah, 21st birthday. I know your mom is too, so am I, my husband, and my
Yes.
son. That is pretty cool.
The 21st is a great day.
1, 2, 3,
mine actually,
4,
do you want to tell them
5.
when my birthday is?
November 21st.
Yep.
It's coming up.
It is coming up.
Benji, do you show your friends how to sew? So not normally. I think one time before we moved in our old house, we had our friends over.
We actually made these.
Yes. No.
Yeah, we made turkeys.
We did, and we also did that. I'm talking about the little stuffed animal.
Oh, the little monsters.
So we had some friends over. Our neighbors over. And so what we did, we made. Yeah. So we had them over. We got her 2 sewing machines out. All the adults were supervising. So we made these little, like stuffed animal thingies.
Just real simple, square ones with arms and
you
legs
could decorate
and eyes.
them with like mustaches and hats.
Yep. It was fun. I think we had 6 kids sewing that day.
Yeah, that
6
was
kids. Our 3 and then 3 more.
Evelyn and then Carter, Dylan.
Yep. So here are our 2 hand turkeys. Oh, we should switch them this way, and that way they're having a conversation with each other.
And we will eventually put like.
We'll get them
faces.
finished up. So I'm going to give you a close-up view of the stitching that we did to make the face, and you can see I did orange for a little beak, and then I did the I always forget the wattle and the one on top, the comb and the wattle, I think, the little red bits right there, and then I did feet down here, and I just did that all with zigzag stitch. But the other thing you want to do after you get to the point that we are here is you want to stitch either with a zigzag or a straight line, but all the way around the outside edge of your background piece, just to give it a little extra security beyond the fusible adhesive. But this is one that I quilted. I still need to bind it, just a little mini quilt. And by giving them their facial expressions and the feet, you give them a little bit of a personality. So
Can we do the faces now?
we're not going to do the face now because I have to change thread and everything for that. But so, is there anything else you want to say about the turkeys?
1 sec.
I know you're
sorry,
checking
Anna,
out
I
the
missed your
comments.
comment. My son can sew, but my daughter doesn't. Yeah. Funny story. TJ, my older brother, he's in high school. He wished I was a girl. He cried when he found out I wasn't.
Okay. But you are a boy, and we are
Sounds funny,
glad
yeah.
that you are Benji. So.
Super cute. Yeah.
Okay.
So also
Anything else about the turkeys?
about the turkeys.
About the turkeys.
They're fun to make. They're easy. They're
Yep. Great way to use up scraps.
way to use up
up
scraps.
some of those colors, and
easy to teach kids to do them.
I already had mine
Unlike
cut, but
some
here's
stuff.
the HeatnBond Lite sewable that we use for putting the reverse applique on the front as well. And
So I just thought of something before, or something. So last year, I think, last year when I was in 4th grade, my mom, Lisa, we all know her. She came into my class and she talked a bunch about math and how she has to do a lot of it. So she did like
for
a quilting.
For
For
quilting.
quilting.
Yep.
So she did like a quilting presentation for my class, and that was pretty cool. And she's planning another one for my class this year.
Monday, actually.
Monday.
We're doing it Monday. So
yeah.
I bring in some quilts for show and tell, and we talk about all the math that's involved in quilts, so kids learn that there are places in real life where you actually have to use those math skills. So I'm glad
There won't
that
be
you
on
enjoyed
stop
that.
signs. There won't be algebra and stop signs.
There won't be algebra and stop signs.
There actually won't be
Fantastic.
algebra that many places.
Fantastic. Well, that is
yeah.
the end of our
If
turkey demo here. But I just also wanted to put a plug in for the post. It's not a video, but the post I put up on ThermOWeb's blog last week to make these little leaf quilts. And I really like making single block projects because they go so quickly. And you can get them finished and be using them by the time, that the holiday or the season comes up. So this is one of the ones that I made. And then here's just a single color one. The other one was a little scrappier. And then this one, this is my favorite one. So I actually have a fabric line coming out this December, January time called Find Your Way. And so these fabrics are some of the prints in that fabric line, so I couldn't resist making a leaf. Oh, and then
Thank you,
Dawn
Dawn,
put
for the link.
the link up. That's fantastic.
So yeah, once again, if you haven't commented and you're here, drop a comment down below, and Dawn, we will wait for you to do the drawing.
Fantastic. And then one more thing I just wanted to say while Dawn is doing the drawing is that if you see behind me, we switched to the next holiday.
Christmas.
And these are my Strippy Improv holiday projects back here, and that's a pattern that I sell in my Etsy shop, and we're going to be doing a quilt along using this pattern. There's 11 different blocks to choose from. It's a technique very similar to this but with sewing, and the quilt along will be starting this coming Monday, the 18th. So if you are interested in finding out more about that, head to my blog Quilty Zest, or find me on Facebook or on Instagram so you can get all the details and join in with the quilt along. And we've got a winner.
Peg Grad.
Fantastic.
Congratulations. Claim your prize.
Great.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is Benji loves doing this, so
I do.
It's a fun experience for us, and we hope that you get to make some turkeys either on your own or with some kids in your life. So thank you and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you all for the great foods, and thank you. I forgot your name. I'm sorry for that pie idea.
The mincemeat pie.
We will definitely be trying that.
Fantastic.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Bye. All 8 of you. or 9. I can't remember what we peaked at.